Hello guys, welcome to the full stack snippet. This is a part 2 of FastAPI course video, and in this video, before we start creating our first FastAPI endpoint, I would like to learn you the basics of type hinting in Python. So before starting, I want to the type hinting is Python is a dynamically typed language, but if you do basic type safety in Python, so it will make your code more readable, more reliable, and it will help you in debugging also. FastAPI mostly use type hinting for swagger doc and for validation, and yeah, mostly in this part. Later we will discuss more about how type safety is used by FastAPI. So if you write a simple function, add x and y, and just do x plus y. Now when you use this function, you will see x is denoted as to be any. It can be anything, like it can be a list, it can be a tuple, it can be a set, it can be a frozen set, it can be a string, integer, anything. So when you debug, you don't know what is passed in this. So if you add basic validation, it should only be string, and it will return string. Now if you use basic upper, it will work. But before this, if you are using, you see no autocomplete is working in VS Code opus. So now this will also help you in this part. If you want to use autocomplete, it will make it, you can use this also. So now I'm getting both autocomplete part what it is, yeah. And now if I do add, you see now it is not any, it's not string, or it's not any everywhere. It is properly defined as x should be string, y should be string, and the function will return a string. Okay, so to use complex type safety, it's typing import. The typing modules have every function data type what you need. So it can be a list. So if I write a basic function iter and do, it could be denoter a, it will be a list of a string and it will return none. So now if I do for I in a, print I dot, you see now string autocomplete functions are working. I can format it in upper and now to print iter function passing a variable, and it should be a string. Now if I run it, see it's passed D as 2323 and then none, because I have printed, it will return none. So more complex can be a dictionary. If I do, let's clean it, and if I do p dictionary, and I'm expecting to get a dictionary of dictionary, let me import dictionary, and dictionary of int, where key will be int and string and value can be a string. Okay, and it will return none. Now if I want to iterate over it, just for key value in a dot items, you see if I do print key, it is suggesting me autocomplete features of integer type. And now if I do value dot, it's suggesting me autocomplete feature of string type. Yeah, so this will work. And okay, now initialize basic. Initialize like basic dictionary, and let's say basic dictionary 1 and pass it to the function D. Yeah. So now it will work. If I print, see 1, it's convert 1 into the upper, 2 into the. So not most of the time you have to pass null. Sometimes it will be an option, like function will return none or it will return something. So in this case you use optional, like it can be optional to pass int or it will pass none. If you are using Python less than 3.7, you more than 3.7 you can use pipe operation and no need to use optional. So now, yeah, this can be a good function. If a dot get is not none, means if value of a is not none, return 1, but if it is none, then return none, then return 1 on return none. So we will try to run it. I forgot to print. It returned none, but okay. So now it is, if I denote it as none, so now it's looking wrong because I'm expecting this to be always string. So what I will do, I will create and use a pipe operation. So now it is saying string, it can be string or it can be none. Yeah, see now it's print none. But if so, there is one also thing, union. See, now it's suggesting me if you use union means it can be a string and can be a none, but it remove the pipe operation. So if you are using Python version less than 3.7, you should basically use union for this and don't use optional. Yeah, so this is a basic type safety part. And now let's dive into the what Pydantic is. So Pydantic is basically a module which is developed to type a Python script into the static mode. So if I use from Pydantic import base model, and now I do class user base model. It can be name, string, and it can be age int. Okay, so this is like basic user information and model defined using FastAPI. So most of our model you will see will be defined using a base model. So other than this, if you are using, you want to use, like if you have encountered basic problem like key is not defined into the dictionary, or someone use a different key value key variable into the dictionary and it create new variable, you can use something like typing into the type Dict. This will be do user, it will be the same, but it will not use Pydantic external module, and it can be a simple, like if you do user data, user should be of type a name and this. So if I'm saying like it can be an optional, we can use pipe operation. User can be user can be none. If user is not none, print no user, else print user. So you will see that this will print no user data and this will print user data in the dictionary form, like name, JSON, and this. See. Okay, if you want a separate video on this, like more advanced, like how T is used in this and more advanced topic like tuples, sets and other part, you can comment down below. I will like create a separate video on how to use it. Yeah, thank you, stay tuned, and in last video we'll create first a FastAPI endpoint.